Today, we're cracking open a truly fascinating historical cold case. We are diving deep into an extraordinary exchange of theological letters that took place way back in 1911. Our goal here is to neutrally map out the legal and historical arguments presented in this famous correspondence step by step. We're going to examine the exact historical evidence they used and really map out the anatomy of this debate with total clarity. Let's get right into it.
Picture this. It's Cairo, 1911. A letter arrives at al-Azhar. The air in the city is thick with the scent of a dying era, as the Ottoman Empire literally gasps its last breath. And in the midst of this rapidly shifting world, the most powerful Sunni institution on the planet is about to be handed evidence that it already owns without even realizing it.
Now, what's absolutely fascinating here is the stark contrast between our two main figures. On one side, you have Grand Imam Salim al-Bishri. He is the absolute vanguard of al-Azhar, the highest institutional authority in the Sunni Islamic world. On the other side of the table, we have Sayyid Sharaf al-Din. He's a Lebanese Shia scholar, arriving as a foreigner from the Levant, stepping directly into the heart of the Grand Imam's domain. The Grand Imam's opening move? A polite invitation to test the waters of the Lebanese scholar's knowledge.
The Grand Imam politely but very firmly demands some answers. He wants to know why the Shia refused to follow the consensus of the four Sunni schools of law, the Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi, and Hanbali. In fact, he characterizes the Shia position as a bottomless pit of dispute. He issues a simple, clear ultimatum. If you want unity, join us. You see, the Grand Imam argues that unity can only be achieved through conformity. He's essentially looking for a confession of error.
But instead of getting defensive, the visiting scholar does something entirely unexpected. In his fourth letter, Sharaf al-Din makes a defining commitment that turns this into a brilliant legal investigation. He agrees to argue his case using only Sunni sources. He completely binds his defense to the Grand Imam's own recognized authorities and relies strictly on juristic proofs. He explains that he isn't relying on sectarian fanaticism. The evidence, he claims, simply mandates a different path. By doing this, he proves he's acting as a meticulous researcher, using the Imam's own library as his primary tool.
Let's look at the historical timeline, because this is where his legal argument really takes shape. Notice the massive chronological gaps here. The era of the Prophet ends in the year 11, but the first 3 centuries of Islam, which are widely considered the best generations, exist entirely without the 4 major Sunni schools of thought. Al-Ash'ari isn't even born until the year 270. The 4 madhhabs are codified centuries after the Prophet. So Sharaf al-Din asks a devastatingly logical question. How can following these specific 4 schools be universally mandatory today when they weren't mandatory or even in existence during the first 3 generations of Islam?
Sharaf al-Din is pointing out a fundamental contradiction. Why does a 5th sect suddenly shatter Islamic unity, while 4 distinct sects who disagree with each other on thousands of juristic issues somehow represent perfect, unbroken uniformity? According to the letters, al-Bishri actually has no direct response to this in letter 4 and simply moves on.
Having challenged the exclusivity of the 4 schools, Sharaf al-Din points directly to a 5th path, the Itra, or the household of the Prophet. He describes them using early textual references as the Ark of Salvation. And he prepares to use exclusively Sunni evidence to back up this massive claim.
At this point, Grand Imam al-Bishri admits that Sharaf al-Din's logical arrangement is eloquent, but he pushes back hard. He asks, basically, if the Shia position is so clear, why did the majority of companions ignore it? Give me detailed proofs. Well, the visiting scholar doesn't bring new information. He brings forgotten information straight from the Grand Imam's own highly revered Sunni texts. He cites the famous Hadith of the Two Weighty Things, the Thaqalayn, directly from foundational, universally accepted Sunni collections like Sahih Tirmidhi and Musnad Ahmad. The quote reads, "I am leaving with you the book of Allah and my household. As long as you uphold them, you shall never go astray." He also cites al-Hakim's Mustadrak, comparing the Prophet's household to Noah's Ark, Whoever embarks upon it is saved.
The tension is literally at a boiling point now. The Grand Imam issues a strict ultimatum. Bring the proofs from the statements of Allah and His Messenger. And the incredible thing is, Sharaf al-Din has these exact citations fully prepared and ready to go. As the Grand Imam's defense hits the limit of its own logic, he admits he wasn't acquainted with these specific historical matters, though he praises Sharaf al-Din for being firm and strong in his argument. This leaves us with a series of absolutely massive historical questions. Question 1. If the Sunni sources themselves already contain an explicitly mandated path for the household of the Prophet,
Question 2. If the proof from the Prophet, this exact witness from outside the house, actually exists in these specific books, and if the specific event crowning this household was witnessed by a staggering 100,000 people and recorded in over 30 distinct Sunni chains of narration, then we are left with the ultimate question. Why, after 1,400 years, is this still treated as an open question? Why does a historic event, backed by the very texts of the institution arguing against it, remain a point of profound global division? It is a fascinating testament to how complex historical memory and institutional tradition truly are. And that provocative mystery leads us directly to a single, monumental event and a single, defining sermon. What exactly did the Prophet say that was recorded in all those books? Well, we are going to uncover exactly that next time, where we'll break down the event of Ghadir Qom, the specific words used, and the 1,400-year argument over what they truly mean. Until then, keep analyzing the evidence, and I'll see you in the next explainer.